in the scheme of the agriculture industry, our contribution is the human capital piece, that we're preparing the future leaders, the students that are going to become the leaders in our industry. And so we take that very serious, and that's kind of a fun piece of our job, is what opportunities can we give to our students that will help them be the future leaders. So I grew up in Lamar, Arkansas on a cattle and poultry operation. And so whenever I was younger in 4-H, I started showing cattle first, and then got interested in purchasing some lambs that I showed. And from that, through my agricultural education program in school and through FFA, I built my sheep herd up to where I had about 75 ewes that I raised market lambs on and had my own production cell by the time I was in college. And then also had about 25 head of cattle that were my own. I got my undergraduate at Arkansas Tech University, and then from there I went to the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville. Undergrad's in ag business, and my graduate degree is in agricultural economics. And when I was finishing my master's, the job came open at Lamar to teach ag in the middle of the year. And so I filled in for that semester as a long-term sub and decided that I enjoyed teaching. And so I got my teaching license, and I taught at Lamar for 4.5 years before coming to the state. And I worked for the state for 2 years just as a district coordinator. And then I went back to the classroom and taught for a year at Flippin, and then decided to come back. And so I came back to the state then. I've been here for 5 years. We kind of follow the calendar year of the school system, and so in the fall we are kind of working on program approval, where we work with the school districts, working with the teachers to help determine which programs need to be offered based on their labor market and their industry needs, in securing Perkins funding and startup money for programs and equipment. We just came back from our national convention, which is in Indianapolis, and so we had students representing Arkansas in 16 different career categories and competing in competitions throughout the week, as well as we had about 1,300 members that attended. And then in the spring, we work more on our career development events, where they're simulating skills that they would need in ag careers leading up to our conventions. And then during the summer we have leadership camps and conferences at our campgrounds in Hot Springs at Camp Couchdale, where we'll have close to 800 students that will come through different leadership camps. So my biggest recommendation is just to get involved. And so whether that's get involved at the high school level with student organizations, travel with your FFA chapter, do things that are out of your comfort zone. I can't emphasize the importance of internships for those students to be engaged and just to get a feel for the everyday job of what people do, to get experience and see if that's really what they want to do before they go to college. Because for some of those, after that internship, that helps them decide what they don't want to do. Constantly trying to keep up with what skills we need to provide our students now so that they'll be successful 4 years down the road. Right now we're working with programs that are developing courses in precision technology, in drones, forestry equipment operation manuals. And so we're working with our teachers and industry together to try to develop some of these courses that are going to prepare students to be able to adapt.